Okay, so let me introduce myself. I was born as just a normal baby. Here is a picture of me when I was 1 year old. By the, um, by the time I was in junior high school, I grew to love sports. People around me thought I could become an Olympic athlete in the future. Studying was not my interest. Who knew that one day I might become an IBM fellow? When I was 11 years old, I hit my left eye on the side of a swimming pool. By the age of 14, I was blind. The good thing was, soon I found there are so many things that we can do, even I cannot see. For example, I can play many sports: skiing, skating, running, swimming, scuba diving, and I can even rock climb. And I can cook.
One TBSP sugar. I used 1 TBSP water.
ウォーター入れ
1
た。
TBSP roasted sesame
ロー
seeds.
スティッドセサミ。That said, I still have to live with my blindness. After I became blind, I found there are two difficulties for the blind to live. First is accessing information. In those days, blind people could not read printed materials because there were no personal computers, no internet, no smartphones. I could not read textbooks, newspapers, magazines. I couldn't access any information by myself. And even later, before the internet became available, I had to always ask someone to read my bank account. I had to always ask someone to read my pay slips. Of course, I didn't like it. We were not able to be banked independently. Another difficulty was mobility. I couldn't go to school by myself. I couldn't go out for shopping by myself. I couldn't go anywhere by myself. That became my strong desire, pushed by my back, to ignite innovations. After many twists and turns, I joined IBM Research in 1985 and started working for accessibility research. In the 90s, people around me started talking about the internet and web browsing. I remember the first time I went on the web. I was astonished. I could access newspapers at any time and every day. This became my aha moment. And this led me to develop the IBM homepage reader in 1985, first in Japanese and later translated into 11 languages. While I was developing homepage reader, I really wanted to make an online shopping site accessible because shopping was also one of the difficult tasks for us to do independently. We chose to buy this cookie through their online shopping site. This is a famous raisin butter sandwich from Hokkaido, north part of Japan. Actually, it was not easy to fill the necessary web form without using a mouse, but we finally made it, and we enjoyed eating it. Homepage reader then became public. After homepage reader became available, I received many comments from users. One that I strongly remember said, "The internet is a small window to the world." Of course, finally, I was able to manage my financial documents. Now, please listen to the audio. In this way, you can feel how the web can be read.
The world's largest platform for the global fintech community is back from 12 to November 16th. Singapore Fintech Festival 2018 will feature a series of exciting events.
I'm sure you could understand what is read. Okay, in this way, blind people every day listen to the audio to get information. So we found our listening capability is extreme. So I want to do a little experiment with you. So I'm going to play first 2.8 times faster than regular speed, and please listen carefully, and please, think yourself how much you could get. Maybe that.
I was looking for someone who would protect me.
Yes. Did you hear any worse? Blind people could listen 50% with that speed. Now I'm going to slow down to 2.0 times faster.
I was looking for someone who would protect me.
And it is pretty clear, and blind people could understand 100%. And I'm going to give you the answer with regular speed.
I was looking for someone who would protect me.
And I will play again by 2.8 times faster.
I was looking for someone who would protect me.
I'm sure this time you should be able to get some words. So in this way, your listening capability, your senses could be, trained as you listen the information. Anyway, my focus now is real world mobility. Currently, while exploring in a city, I can't recognize shops around me, products in the shop. If my friend is approaching me, I can't perceive all these kinds of visual information by myself. And that is my research challenge today. What I need is not a guide dog. I need intelligence to make me independent. I need an intelligent machine to augment and supplement my cognitive abilities. Such machines are called cognitive assistants. As a first step, we developed an indoor navigation system called NavCog. NavCog allows blind people to move around complicated indoor locations such as schools, airports, hospitals, museums, and so on. So please take a look at the short video.
May I help you?
I want to buy sweet potato chips.
Would you like to visit Nihonbashi Imoya Kinjiro? Kurito-san's recommendation.
Yes.
Let me start navigation. 58 meters to Nihonbashi Imoya Kinjiro. Proceed 4 meters, and turn right at the end of corridor. Elevator on your left. Elevator button is lower right side of the door with braille. After getting off the elevator, go straight. Make a slight right turn. Nihonbashi Imoya Kinjiro is in 3 meters. You arrived. Nihonbashi Imoya Kinjiro is on your right.
So this was from a shopping mall, Tokyo, Japan. And I have another video, which is a hotel experience in the US.
Approaching. Go up to the 6th floor by elevator on your right. Turn around. You might be going backward. Proceed 25 meters and turn right.
It's an awesome experience. It makes me feel free to go where I need to go. This morning, I got out of the Uber car, turned on NavCog, and from the outside of the hotel, walked inside into my room without asking anybody for help. It was just great.
Champions Club is on your right.
NavCog. I had my phone in one hand, my cane in the other hand. I never walked with such confidence in my life.
And my favorite part about it is the ability and confidence that I have to walk somewhere, and when someone stops me and says, "Do you need some help?" I can say, "Nope, I got it, thank you," and I'm on my way.
So this technology helps blind people to enjoy shopping and city environment independently. And such independent shopping experiences will be more and more improved and enjoyable by combining with mobile payment and accessible financial services. Computer vision technology is another exciting feature for us to see the world. First, please take a short video. Take a look at the short video.
Potato chips. Dark chocolate with almonds. You gained 5 pounds since yesterday. Please take apple instead of chocolate.
So, object recognition can recognize general products, and AI can connect recognized objects into our personal data, which is going to be really useful. But object recognition engines sometimes make mistakes. For example, Diet Coke for beer. It happens because of lack of the data. I don't mind, but maybe it's not so good to open the beer during the daytime. So we have to solve. And another difficulty of object recognition engine is even the accuracy of the engine is extremely improved. One thing they cannot recognize is personal items. So in the slide, you can see my t-shirts and my mug cups. These are my personal items. And, it cannot be recognized using the general object recognition systems. But I cannot also tell what it is just by touch only. So we developed personal object recognition system. POR is based on deep learning and smartphone app, and that can be trained by blind users themselves in their everyday life. It means they can, our personal POR can learn, and human beings can teach at home. And one of the challenges was it's very difficult for the blind to take a good photo, but we could develop audio feedback for them to aim the camera towards the target object. So please take a look at the video. First, when we got a new item, personal item, we need to train the engine. So we have to take 5 to 10 photos.
Double tap.
A cup of Egoctus Research Lab in 2015. I put the label now.
Ready to take photos. A bit left.
It is saying left, or up, or further, or those audio
A
feedback.
bit left. Move. A bit right. Move.
And once I capture well,
IBM Research T-shirt
it will
from
automatically take photo.
JC 2017.
Ready to take photos. A bit left. Move. A bit left. Move. Further. Move on to the next side and swipe right.
So once we trained, then we can recognize
Ready
anytime.
to take photos. A bit left. A bit left. Sending images. A cup of Egokuba's Research Lab in 2015. Right. Ready to take photos. Sending images. IBM Research T-shirt from GHC 2017.
So this is about personal object recognition system. Next, AI suitcase. AI suitcase is another research project I'm working on. By integrating perception, planning and control, AI suitcase could be a new type of travel companion for me. Why? Please take a look at the video. Take me to the United Kiosk.
Okay, United Kiosk. There is one person in line in front of you.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Okay, going to gate A6.
Okay, going to gate A6. Train is here. We are entering the door on the left. Escalator in 5 meters. Escalator approaching. Carry me. Excuse me. Flight has been delayed by 3 hours.
Okay, the last problem is not our focus. So there are still many challenges to make it real. But I really need this suitcase to travel more, to work more, and to enjoy more. We need AI, and we can make AI evolve. AI has a bright future, but also we have challenges. One of the most challenging issues is the AI bias. In 2016, an African American student at MIT made a TED Talk for facial recognition research. As you can see in the slide, she had to wear a white mask to conduct facial recognition research, since her face was not recognized. Here are more examples that have been reported. Some scene captioning engines described a picture for a house on fire as looks like fun. It happened because the data was collected from SNS and biased by fun picture. The self-driving car simulation case is very serious. It simulated a wheelchair that moves backward. Actually, the car hit the wheelchair because there was no data for backwarding wheelchair. Every year, IBM publishes 5 technologies that will change our lives in 5 years. We call it IBM 5 in 5. One of the topics this year is unbiased AI, among other mainstreaming technologies such as quantum or cryptography. And this year, in February, IBM announced improvement for facial recognition results across races, and in June, IBM published the largest unbiased face image dataset. And in September, we published a tool to detect biases in dataset. But it's a really big issue. So how can we reduce such biases? We need unbiased, diverse data. AI is based on data, and data is collected from our society. It means AI is a mirror of our society. So persons with disabilities can help. We can be the earliest users of AI engines and report biases we found. And also, we can contribute to collect diverse data. Accessibility needs ignited various innovations in the history of technologies. Telephone was invented while developing a communication tool for hearing impairments in 1800s. You can easily imagine how OCR and voice recognition work was motivated by the needs of people with disabilities. The next big thing is, of course, AI. Accessibility could be a flagship use case for cutting-edge AI technologies, and I strongly believe it will lead us to the next generation breakthrough invention. My last message is AI for accessibility, accessibility for AI. AI will change our everyday lives. People with disabilities will inspire new applications for AI and help them grow. Financial services are the basis of our daily lives. FinTech will help create new accessible financial services for everybody to be inclusive. And it will go beyond finance. I'm sure accessibility needs will inspire new financial services. I hope to explore the new era with you to achieve accessible and inclusive world with you. Thank you very much.